Do you have a dirty little secret? Welcome to the club.
And you're all invited.
The first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
We're handing out memberships, free of charge.
Step up to the VIP line and let Dana and Brimstone take you on a weekly ride of secrets and debauchery.
Now buckle up, Buttercup, because things are about to get heated on the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the Dirty Little Secrets Club. We're your hosts.
I am Dana Pereira.
And this is Brimstone. You were doing the voice, so I figured I'd do the voices too. So what's going on, girlfriend?
I got new neighbors.
Oh, and it's not me?
It's not you. They're just starting to move in, and I'm just crossing my fingers that they are cool because, well, so apparently it's a family, and they have I want to say 4, I could be wrong, adult children, like college-aged kids.
Okay.
And so we saw them in the backyard the other day. They're like, we're going to put cornhole here. And I was like, ooh, so far so good. That sounds fun. So
Interesting.
We shall see. But football season is coming up. So there will be lots of screaming on my end on Sundays. I do a lot of yelling at the TV. So hopefully they can handle that. They're going to have to, because I'm not going to shut the fuck up. But I'm testing them out now with a little bit of the Olympics, screaming at the TV for the Olympics. We'll see. It's just testing the waters right now.
There you go. I mean, you are very much into and involved in the Olympics. You like them.
I do.
You like the Olympics.
I love the Olympics. I would wake up my daughter and we would watch gymnastics. So whenever it would start, I'd be like, okay, Joss, it's time. But
it's time. You got to watch. Yes. I saw you had a nice little girls' day the other day, by the way.
We did. We had
nice.
An impromptu girls' day 2 days ago also. So we did the whole sushi thing last weekend. And then we went and got our nails done and stuff on Tuesday. I love having a little girl that is fucking cool to hang out with.
It could be worse, right?
It could be.
Could be worse.
She could be a brat. She's not, though. She's awesome.
Well, it's nice to have awesome children. I mean, I like my awesome children too.
Yeah. Does Haley watch the Olympics? Does she watch gymnastics?
She's watching a little bit of the gymnastics. But I think it was over yesterday or the day before?
Yeah, they did. So there was actually a whole thing on that because the floor and the beam, which, I mean, most people thought that Simone Biles was going to win the floor, and she didn't. She actually got silver. Right. And Rebecca Andrade from Brazil got gold. Right. And so whenever they went up to the podium, Simone Biles and Jordan Childs, they were silver and bronze, bowed down to Rebecca Andrade because they really support each other in that way. Yeah. And there was a whole thing because some football player was like, this is literally disgusting.
You know what? First of all, I mean, the fact of the matter is, and I watched the whole thing, so I do know what you're talking about. She had hurt her ankle or her calf right before she did the practice run, and then she wound up and she did an amazing job, but she wound up bouncing out, so she took a 10th on one shot and a 10th off on the other, which I think is what put her below the other young lady. I think that it's amazing sportsmanship. Yes. The Olympics is a very, very, very competitive. That's to be the best of the best of the best.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, if you're going to be there, you should also have the best of the best of the best sportsmanship. So I do believe, at the end of the day, yeah, it sucks to have not, gotten gold, but you know what? She got gold. However many more times in this Olympics, she's won however many in the past. And, hey, she's happy to be there. She's happy to have done it. She was just better that day. It is what it is.
That's what it comes down to. You're going to have good days. You're going to have bad days. You're going to be feeling sick sometimes. You're going to have your period maybe. You might, I don't know, have something going on emotionally. there's so many factors that go into all of it. Maybe you have an injury. Maybe there's just so many things that go into it. And also, I think that whoever this fucking NFL player was, Marlon Humphrey of the Baltimore Ravens. Oh, the fucking Ravens. That explains it. Those fucking dirty birds. Anyways.
I mean, I've never heard of the guy, and the fact of the matter is, you know, he might have done it just to try to get a little bit of play. You know what I mean?
I mean,
I
it
think it's
just
the
goes
wrong way
to
to do it.
show that he doesn't have great sportsmanship. If he thinks
Right.
that that is disgusting, he's also forgetting that these women see each other on a regular basis. They don't see each other once every 4 years at the Olympics.
Right.
They have a bunch of competitions throughout the years, every year, where they see each other. They've grown to have a relationship with each other. They support each other. They love each other. They cheer each other on, even though they're competitors, which I personally think is beautiful and the way that it should be. Like,
Well,
this guy needs to fucking sit down.
well, and they also respect each other's talents. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? That's the big thing because, you know, look, at the end of the day, it is not easy to do the things that they're doing.
No.
These quadruple, you know, freaking spins in the air, you know, like it is it's just incredible. Like, look, I was able to do flips when I was wrestling. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Not onto my
Yeah.
feet. I was never able to do a full flip, but obviously on my back, you
I
know, I
used to
was
be
able to do it.
them.
There you well,
I was a
well,
gymnast.
excuse me. You're also tiny and weigh about 20 pounds soaking wet. What do you call it? But you know, when you know, even off the top rope, you know, I'd be able to do the flip, and you know, so no way I'd be able to run and do like 3 or 4 spins in the air and land on my feet and with such poise. I mean, going on to that, what is it called?
The beam?
The beam. Forget that, man. Are you kidding me? You
You got
kidding me?
4
It's
inches
hard
and they're
enough to
doing
walk. It's hard
they're
enough to
doing
walk
back
on that
tucks.
sumbitch.
Yeah.
You now go try doing freaking what is it called? Cartwheels on it and flips on it. Yeah, out of your goddamn mind.
Yeah.
It's called respect. Respect for all of them, and that goes to show why, you know, he's probably a lower level player, and he's probably and isn't Simone Biles' husband a football player?
Yeah, he is.
So it's
For the Bears,
probably
I believe.
somebody that this guy has an issue with. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's, you know, he's trying to, you know, get under skin or do whatever. You know, it's bad. That just shows that he has bad sportsmanship in general. And,
Agree.
you know, and the stupidity of it is the fact that somebody's going to see that where it matters, and he's going to get cut. And then he won't get another position. So, you know, it is what it
Well,
is.
I mean, you run the risk whenever you put yourself in headlines, and him thinking that was disgusting. I'm like, I
No.
mean, maybe focus your energy on things that actually fucking matter instead of women that have respect for each other. Like, I
Right.
don't think women having respect for each other is disgusting, actually. I think you're disgusting. So take that, whatever your name was, Marlon Humphrey.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's just douchery. Just plain douchery. Even the former you know, Miss President, you know, she what Obama actually
Michelle
was like,
Obama.
yeah, Michelle Obama was praising,
Yeah.
you know. So it is what it is.
Michelle
That
Obama,
being
whatever
said,
she says is word. So it's Bible. I'm sticking to
there you go.
it.
Also, in Olympic news, you know, you really didn't have to send me that video of
Yes,
that
I
dude
did.
getting his wiener schnipped on the thing. That was really painful.
That is where you and I disagree. I think I 100%
Oh, I know you
needed
think that you should have sent
send
it.
that
I know
to
you think it was okay. Me, on the other hand, I don't know how I'm feeling about that. I did not need to see the Wiener Schnitzel getting the Flitzel.
Yeah.
That being said, you said some weird stuff to me about him getting some kind of an offer.
Yes. So the pool vulture that got his peep stuck on the pole whenever he was trying to go over it, that, you know, cost him his dreams of being an Olympic medalist, was given an offer by an apparently very popular triple X site.
Oh no.
I am unfamiliar with this site, but TMZ Sports says that it's very popular. From Cam Soda. Do you know what Cam Soda is?
No, I don't look at those sites, but
Me
I
neither.
mean,
It sounds like a delicious soft drink, but it's not. It's not soft at all. It is
uh,
hardcore porn.
apparently
So
it's hardcore, huh? Yeah, it's hardcore. I mean, I know about Pornhub, but I never heard of
that's
Cam
the one that
Soda.
I know too. I don't know Cam Soda, but they
No.
were offering him $250,000 for a 60-minute video. I'm like, well, that's like a lot of work, actually. 60 minutes?
Ah,
There has to be like a big storyline with that before the sex happens, because you get like 3.5 minutes of the sex and 56.5 minutes of storyline.
I mean, put it this way: he does that, he's never doing the Olympics again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
never doing the. I mean, that's just it is what it
I
is.
mean, if he was planning on retiring, then go for it. I guess. I
I
don't
don't
think he's going
know.
for it. He's
I
not
don't
going
think
for
so.
it.
Yeah, I
No.
mean, wow. All right, so I'm reading it now.
Oh,
Okay,
a
this is
webcam show. As a lover of
interesting.
crotch-centric activities.
I mean, like, why? Because it didn't look like he had a huge thing. It looked like his. No, there it is. It's making noise. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't look like he didn't have something to work with.
No, I mean, it looked like there was, but it was all nuts.
Nuts and bolts.
That's what it is. It was all nuts. Like, look, I'm not ashamed to say it. Like, I know what it is to have big nuts. So maybe that's what it was. I'm not sitting and staring at his thing. So,
Yeah.
you know,
I'm sure plenty of people would look at it. However, so this is where I'm like, I don't know if this would really pan out. Did I see his crotch hit the bar? Sure. The whole world did. Funny that this guy is going to be known now as, oh, you're the guy who got his crotch stuck on the bar.
yeah, the
That's
crotch
his
rocket.
legacy now.
Yeah.
But would I go pay money or visit a porn site to see him? I don't think so.
No, 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 Day. You wouldn't, but
Yeah,
the Rainbow Connection would. You see what I'm
maybe,
saying?
maybe, yeah.
That's what's gonna go see that. You know what I mean? All the guys that are,
Or
the
basically
guys.
anybody that's curious whatsoever.
There's no listen. The women most of the time, as far as I would assume, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty positive women are not necessarily frequenting men's video work. It's usually gay guys or bi guys who are watching that stuff. The women would be watching women. They're not
Hold on, I
watching the
just
men.
did a search because I was very curious to see what percentage of women watch porn.
But what kind of porn?
Oh,
That's
no,
it.
no, no. Just overall porn.
Okay.
60.2% of women view pornography.
Okay.
That's way more than I thought.
That's that. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm sure they do in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
But again, who is watching what?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
believe that normally women in general, if they're watching porn, is also very different than a webcam. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Yes, he was
Like
offered a webcam
a
show.
webcam show.
Yeah,
So the gay guys are going to be the ones, or bi guys are the ones that are going to wind up going for that. In
possibly.
terms of, yeah, that would be my, maybe get a few women sprinkled in there. But for the most part, I think the guys are going to be what's going for that. I believe that more women are going to be watching women on cam than they are watching men.
I don't want to say one way or the other because I would have no idea. Women obviously surprised me because that number surprised me. So I'm like, well, I don't know what people would be watching. Regardless, it's a party.
Here's this
It's
is true.
gonna be a party.
But wait, well, we got another party to talk about. But before I go there, my question for you, and
Uh-huh.
this is an honest question.
Yeah.
Would you prefer to go to a male strip club or a female strip club?
Oh, huh. I
There's
mean,
nothing good looking about a guy's wiener slopping around.
I, okay. Like, I don't
Am I,
want to get into all of the things.
no,
Um,
but you see, maybe, if you're looking at their bodies or whatever, but like there's nothing sexy about a man's flippity flop doing this. You know what I mean? And they're
yeah.
most of the time they're gay guys doing it, not straight guys anyway. But what do you call it? At the end of the day, like, and I'm not saying for everybody, I'm saying, from the people that I've met along the way, and
Right.
I've met a lot of people, that seems to be the case. Like 9 out of 10 were gay guys who
Well,
were,
I mean, if I were to say I've been to both, but I've been to way more female ones than I have male ones. Now, is that due to the fact that there's a lot of women ones and not that many male ones? Because supply and demand is very different with those ones. But yeah, I guess usually whenever I was going to a strip club, I was like trying to impress my husband with like, look how cool I am going into a strip club with you. And then we would like sit at the stage and be like, my husband, he does, here's your dollar. Thank you for the show. Here's your dollar. Thank you. Here's
are
your
you
dollar.
serious? That's what he
Yeah.
does? Oh, Joe.
And I
Oh,
was
Joe,
like,
Joe,
well,
Joe.
can we go now?
I could see him saying it to it. Here's your dollar.
Here's your
Thank you.
dollar.
Here's your dollar. Enjoy. Here's your dollar.
Don't
No, I
spend it
could see.
all in
Oh, I'm
one
sorry,
place.
Joe. I could see it now. Thank you. Now I can never unsee that.
I know.
But yeah, no. All right, fair enough. But you do get my point. Is
Yeah, yeah.
like 8 out of 10 times you're finding yourself at a female one rather than a male one, if you
Totally.
have any need to go to one whatsoever, which
And
you
honestly, if
don't.
somebody was like, "Do you want to go to a male strip club?" I'd be like, "I'm good. Thanks. I don't really need to go to a male strip club.
No, I mean,
I'm
why?
good."
Like I don't see the point in going to either, to be completely honest.
We
You know what I
know,
mean?
Bram. We
It's
know. We've heard
no, no, no,
before.
no. You know that because the whole point of paying for something that you ain't going to get makes no sense.
To
The guy
you.
gave a mule to me.
To you. Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
You
Lots of
know.
people do it for entertainment purposes and they're paying for the entertainment, not the possibility of getting some booty.
To each their own.
Exactly.
Most guys are trying to go home with one of them. That's the case. I tell you that. I know it. But whatever. But let us talk about that other party, because
Whoop.
instead of there's no sex in the champagne room, but there might be a lot of cocaine on the beach in Florida. Like
It
I
feels
have
like the
seen.
beaches in Florida are just cocaine. It's just you just walk down a white cocaine beach and fall over, take a little sniff, and keep going.
No wonder they're all a little happy and weird out there,
That
right?
is how Florida man was born.
And this, okay, so there was the Hurricane Debbie blew in $1
Hmm.
million worth of cocaine onto the Florida beaches. I actually believe was it in Tampa or something like
The
that?
Keys. I think it was the
The Keys?
Keys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So about 25 packages of cocaine were blown onto the, what do you call it? Were blown onto the beach. What do you call it? Where, I guess, blown onto, they were washed onto shore.
Right.
That being said, that's not the first time that this has happened. This is like the third time or fourth time that this has happened within the last like 12 months, I believe.
Why is it
Um,
always Florida? Is it just where it's located or is it because it's Florida?
you know what? I don't know. What I think it is that whoever it was, they were probably had some kind of knowledge of the Coast Guard or something coming. Something was going on, and they dumped it over just to get rid of it, and
Mm-hmm.
then just took off. And what do you call it? And then it just showed up on the shore later on. That's one thing. Two, there's many things that go out on the ocean that, I mean,
Sure.
miles
Sure.
and miles and miles of nothingness.
Was cocaine sharks. We've talked about cocaine sharks before.
We have,
Also
we have.
off of Florida.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, look, I mean, if you're looking to make some big bank, I mean, I guess just sit on the beach, which hey, you'll get a
Mm-hmm.
tan, and then perhaps you'll get some kind of bonus when a whole rack of freaking
Instead of a
cocaine
message
shows
in a
up.
bottle, you get
Now here it is. I
25 bags of cocaine.
I want to know about this Good Samaritan and these other Good Samaritans. You see that much cocaine pull up on that freaking shore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're going to
Mm-hmm.
call it in? No, you're not. Most people are not calling that in. They're going to be like, I'm going to take it and sell that ish.
Well, what the police don't know is that originally there was 40 bags of cocaine.
You know what's
They
fucking
only got
crazy?
25 to the evidence locker.
You know what's crazy though is that they probably, after the person put it in, they probably went and checked their house and all that other stuff just to make sure that they didn't keep anything. I
Maybe.
guarantee you, they had to have.
Maybe.
Had to have. Because,
Yeah.
oh, well, it just washed up on the shore. Oh my goodness. You know what I mean? Like,
I know. Did you
okay.
check the pupils of that Good Samaritan?
It just came up with yeah.
He's
I
like,
don't
wait, do
know.
I get a reward for this?
Yeah, and they probably got shit. He probably
Yeah.
got, well, thank you very much, Good Samaritan. I'm like, F that, Jais.
You
$1
got
million
titled
of,
the Good Samaritan.
yeah. You're gonna tell. So basically, you just gave up $1 million worth of goods to be a good Samaritan. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
come on now. Nobody's
Mm-hmm.
claiming that. They're obviously not claiming
Mm-hmm.
it. So what do you? But I mean, let's be honest though. What are you gonna do with that? You're gonna take it. How are you gonna? How do you get rid of that?
I wouldn't even know how
I
to.
wouldn't know
I
the
would be
first.
so afraid. I would be like, oh my God, what do I do with this? I
I
thought
know.
it was a good idea because I thought I was going to make a lot of money, but now I realize that I have to put myself out on the street and I have to sell it. And how am I going to do that? Because somebody's going to kill me.
There you go. That's true. That's true. Where'd you get
God
that
damn
from?
it, being a good Samaritan is hard.
I don't know. I don't know anything about cocaine. Like, do they know if it was like cut or like ready to go, ready to be
I don't
bagged? I don't know
know.
anything about it.
I
Like,
don't know.
we need a Walter White.
I know. Well, because now there's like fentanyl and all of that.
Oh, that's
I'd
not good.
be too afraid to even try a drug right now just because of the fentanyl.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Very, very bad stuff. I don't know. That's a really scary thing because that could just show up on anything, anywhere, and and it has.
Yeah. It
So,
most certainly has. I mean, there's some crazy, crazy shit that washes up on the beach.
mm-hmm.
There's
Yeah.
also crazy things that people do on the beach.
Uh-oh.
One might involve a sex doll,
Get the
and
hell out of here.
then possibly, maybe, a woman might be walking by and see a headless sex doll on the beach and go, oh my God, I just spotted a body, and call the police.
Oh my God. Is that the actual one?
So this woman is walking down the beach. She spots a body. She calls the police and she's like, oh my God, there's a woman's body on the beach. Like, come quick. Sorry.
Come real quick. I see what you did there. You nasty, Dana Pereira. You nasty. You nasty. By the way, while you're giggling, I have to say that they had to name the dog in the article. She was walking her dog Sadie. Like, who gives a shit what her dog's name is?
Important information.
Who cares what her dog's name is? But thank you very much for letting us know.
They needed more words to get the right grade there. So they come and it's a realistic sex doll that was on the beach.
This is craziness. What do you call it? Now, it says that there was a morning after they came across 2 dead goats on the beach, like a few days before that. So seeing this, I guess is, I guess would be a little unnerving.
It's
and
eyebrow
scary.
raising for sure. Who was fucking the goats and then fucking the sex doll?
Ill.
I know. I'm sorry. I do not condone bestiality. I promise.
You're gross. You're gross.
I feel really bad for the goats. I'm sorry, goats.
Oh my God.
It's a
Well, they
terrible
were probably
joke.
doing some kind of ritual or something with the goats.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's a little nuts. First of all, I'm wondering if maybe the sex doll was old or whatever already. And like the head fell off, so they decided that they were just going to have fun with it and toss it there, or were they getting their rocks off at the beach and then had to get out of there before there was an issue? And then
But why
very
wouldn't they
important,
take the sex doll with them? Do you think that she was full of sand? Did they just pump too much sand into her?
they pumped something into her, but I do
Uh-huh.
want to know if they did a rape kit on her.
See what
So
what the DNA evidence says.
Well, the DNA test came back and said it was that bitch. But
It always
I
does.
I don't know, and that's the thing. Like, is that illegal? You know what I mean? Having the thing there,
I
or
don't think that having sex with a sex doll is illegal. However, it's
having it
Florida,
on
so
the
I don't want
beach,
to
I'm saying.
pretend that I know their laws. However,
On the beach.
sex on the beach, that is probably what is it? Public indecency.
Yeah, just like the sex in the park when we saw the one
Yeah.
in Times Square. Right, it was Times Square, right? Right?
Yeah, some park in New York City. I don't know. I don't think it was Times Square, but it was some park in New York City.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you could probably get arrested for fucking a doll on a beach, I think. That sounds about right. But again, it's Florida. Who knows? You're allowed to fuck a doll on a beach, but you're not allowed to read a book. So who the fuck knows? It's all ass backwards upside down there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. What do you call it? Absolutely crazy. And for this woman, who's obviously a Karen, she 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 must have seen it
She's a
and was
Karen. She
like,
thought it was a body. She probably was fucking traumatized.
yeah, I know, but like we don't know for sure.
Poor
But
Sadie.
yeah, we'll have to see what happens. Yeah, poor Sadie. Poor Sadie probably sniffed it out and went, "This is not a real person.
Uh-huh.
There's something happening in there. It smells kind of fishy.
Definite DNA in there.
It was somewhere in the water because I smell semen. Get it? Water, semen.
Semen. Uh-huh.
It
But
was a bad joke, but I tried. At the end of the
we're
day,
full of bad jokes today.
a sex doll on the beach. I could see why that would be. I could see why that would be disturbing, thinking that it was real, because especially some of those.
Totally.
I've seen them. Some of them look like really, really freaking realistic.
Well, especially if you're seeing one that is headless, like that would be fucking traumatizing. I would immediately think that it was a body, probably, over a sex doll.
Yeah, I think that whoever left it there on purpose. They probably saw it in a trash bin somewhere and took it and figured it would be funny to go and do something like that, which honestly I think is kind of disgusting. But it is what it is.
Craziness.
But anyways, I think that's about all we have this week, right?
That's it. We did it. We done did it again.
We done did it again. What do you call it? Well, Day. I mean, I got nothing else. I'm at a loss for words. I'm probably getting a little freaked out because my father tried calling me twice already, and I had to give it the FU button. So I just want to make sure everything's all right. So with everything happening,
get the hell out of here.
So guys, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in every single week. Dana, give them the one rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
Yes, guys. The first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is to tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you so much for tuning in every single week. Remember, rate, review, subscribe wherever you can. Hit us up on all the social media. We'll see you again, God willing, next week.
Follow me. Promised land. You think we want something from you, you got another thing.